So I was excited to live on college campus. Well, until I met my roommate, Rodnell Blake. Rodnell was a scary looking guy who had a bad temper. He would get so angry and heated, his face will always be drenched in sweat. I knew Rodnell would be trouble when I first met him, so I tried to stay on his good side. Staying in Rodnell's good graces wasn't easy though. When I tried to hang up pictures of my family, he told me to take it down. If I did something he didn't like, he'd start swaying side to side like he wanted to fight. And if I were playing a game, he'd just stand in front of the TV. I realized then that sharing a room with Rodnell just wasn't gonna work. So while he was taking a nap, I packed up the few items he did let me set up and headed for the door. I took what would have been the last look at his bed, but it was empty. Well, that can't be good. I turned back to the door to find Rodnell swaying side to side, looking like he wanted to fight. He asked me where I was going, and I was scared, so I just said I was going for a walk. He held up his pointer finger and said, "Drop your stuff." I figured he was joking, so I walked right past him. My last roommate tried to walk out on me too. No one's seen him since. My eyes lit up. What did he just say? I turned around and pretended like the whole thing was a joke. So just like any other kid, I used to share beverages with my parents. But once in a while, they wouldn't share with me. And when I asked why, they would say, because this is parent juice. Yeah, parent juice, yeah. Most of the time, I didn't think anything of it. But as I got older, I got more curious. One day, my dad left the so-called parent juice on the table, and I couldn't help myself. I took one sip, and my head exploded. I had so much energy, and I couldn't control myself. Boy, what's wrong with you? Oh, what's up, Dad? When you get here? I don't know what it is, but I got a lot of energy. So I'm cleaning the whole house. How does it look? Does it look good? Does it look good? Woo, I feel like dancing. Woo, I feel so great. Boy, what's wrong with you? My dad looked at the can and picked it up. Boy, do you drink this parent juice? Maybe. You were about to get it. But with that parent juice in me, he couldn't catch me. Get back here! So my parents had this rule. If I didn't go to school, I couldn't go out and play that day. Well, one morning I woke up and I was so sleepy. So I did some push-ups so I can get sweaty and look sick. My dad fell for it, but right before he left, he said, "Remember, since you missed school today, you ain't going outside today. Okay. No matter what's going on. Okay, Dad. If one of your friends texts you, tell them that you ain't coming out because you missed school. Okay. If you hear Mr. Softy, you better not go outside and get no ice cream. You know why? Because I missed school. I get it, Dad. Yeah, all right. Once he left, I started watching TV, I ate some food, and then I took a nap. Once school let out, I heard kids playing at the playground. I saw every last one of my friends playing, and I wanted to play too. My dad wasn't home, so I went outside and started swinging on the swings. What I didn't know is that my dad had someone spy on me. It was no other than our mean next-door neighbor, Mr. Boulder. I see my dad's car coming down the street, so I ran into the house. Get up, boy. I know you ain't sleep. What? Mr. Boulder told me that he seen you outside. I told you to stay in. So back in school, my friend Zai used to abbreviate every single word. At first, it started with him saying MVM for never mind or OMG for oh my god. But then he started making up his own abbreviations. Hey, yo, Desmond, what's up? DYHAEP? Huh? OMG, Desmond, do you have an extra pencil? Yo, next time just say that. But let me tell you about his worst abbreviation ever. So I had beef with this kid at school. And I'm not gonna lie, this kid was way taller than me. I told Zai to let me know if he seen a kid walking up to me. Because if he did, that means it was about to go down. You know, I just wanted to be ready. A few minutes later, Zai says, TBBIC, TBBIC. I had no clue what he was trying to say, but I sure found out. Yo, what does TBBIC mean? It means the bad boy is coming. Yep, that's what it means. Bye, Desmond. I turned around and the kid punched me in the face. Desmond, you really gotta start listening. I said the bad boy is coming. Well, next time, just say that. Follow or subscribe for more childhood stories. So one Friday when I was a kid, my dad told me that we were going to do something fun that weekend. He wouldn't let me know what he had planned, but he did let me know one thing. If you get a bad report in school today, we ain't doing nothing this weekend. So in school that day, I was super focused. I had my glasses on, I sat in the front seat, I even made sure that I farted in the hallway. That way, I didn't fart in the classroom like I normally did every day. I made it all the way to the last period without a bad report. And everything was going fine until our teacher gave us the assignment. He wanted us to write down what we were doing that weekend. But the problem was, my dad never told me. So at that point, I didn't know what to write. I started breathing hard and sweating. I tried to make something up, but nothing came to mind. So I just wrote down what I knew. When I got home, I tried to sneak up the stairs, but how was school, son? Good. I did some math and
Let me see that report, boy.
When he seen that report, he was not happy.
Oh, so you ain't feel like writing in school today?
Dad, I can explain.
This weekend, let me help you finish. Grounded.
So one day, I see my brother throwing away our living room TV. And I said, yo, bro, what you doing with that? And he said that our dad told him to take it out because it was broken. So later on, I got bored and started banging the TV since it was already broken. All of a sudden, my brother came over freaking out. I was so confused and asked what was wrong. And let me tell you, what he said almost gave me a heart attack. Turns out, our dad took away the old TV and the TV that I was beating up was the new TV. My brother actually started laughing and said, Dad is gonna kick you where the sun don't shine. I started freaking out and tried to fix the TV.
Boy, what you doing over there? You better not be breaking my new...
Oh yeah, it's over now, Desmond. Our dad came closer and seen what I did and kicked me where the sun didn't shine. So one thing my dad didn't play about were the dishes being done. He didn't care if I was about to go to bed. He didn't care if I had friends over. Man, he didn't care if it was a famous person randomly walking outside our house.
Boy, where you think you going?
My favorite YouTuber is outside our house. I'm getting an autograph.
No, you ain't. Those dishes ain't done, boy. You better get back in there and finish them.
I got so tired of those dishes that I came up with a way to get them done faster. I started throwing the dishes in the trash. I was getting away with it too for weeks, all until we started running out of dishes.
I just don't get it. What happened to all the forks? Something fishy's going on, and I'm gonna get to the bottom of it.
One day I was washing the dishes, and I guess my dad was spying on me. Because right when I threw the first dish in the trash, he came out of nowhere.
I know it!
What? I got in real trouble that day and never threw a dish in the trash again. So I remember when VR goggles first came out. My dad bought them and I thought they were the coolest thing in the world.
Oh my goodness, the future's here.
Woo, woo. For the first time in forever, my dad looked like he was having fun. So much fun that I could not wait for my turn.
I don't know why you standing there. The only face that these goggles gonna touch is mine.
What? Seriously?
Did I stutter? If you ever put these on, it's gonna be on you.
For the rest of the day, I was trying to figure out what he meant. The only way to find out was by using them, but I had to wait for the perfect time.
Well, I be. This new app allows you to change your background without a green screen.
Oh, I know that app. The link to the app is in the comments. All of a sudden, my dad was asleep, so I grabbed the VR goggles. I put them on my face and turned them on.
What's going on?
My eyes will never be the same.
I knew you were going to use them. That's what you get.
So I've never actually skipped class before. I just found excuses to go to the nurse's office. The nurse's office was the best place to go when you didn't feel like doing any work. I've seen teachers fake being sick just to get out of work. The only problem was, if the nurse didn't feel like you were sick, she would send you back. One time, I pretended to lose my eyesight. Another time, I pretended to have a really bad headache. And of course, I tried to act like I had the stomach flu. But most of the time, she would tell me to stop faking and go back to class. But one day, I was so tired and I didn't want to stay in class. So I put my hand on my forehead and pretended like I was having another one of those really bad headaches. And I really sold it this time because I didn't want the nurse to send me back. Just when I thought I had her fooled, she asked me how long I had the headache for. I wanted her to think I was in a lot of pain, so I told her since the day before. Since yesterday? Oh, then I need to call your dad then. I froze when she said that. My dad knew my head wasn't hurting yesterday, and if she caught him, they would have known I was lying. Lying was a huge no-no in my house, so I hopped up and told the nurse I was healed. Follow and subscribe for more childhood stories.